What's good, fight fans? It's Ash's Corner. And last night I seen an interview that IFL TV did with Jazzy Dickens. And Dickens said some odd things about Rigondeaux. For those who don't know, his name is James. They called him Jazzy. His name is James Dickens, and he fought Guillermo Rigondeaux in July 16th of last year, and he got his jaw broken with I think you could call it an overhand left or a straight left, but he got his jaw broken. He did Guillermo Rigondeaux did that to his face. That's him in the hospital after the fight. But it happened in the second round. Like, that's all it took was 2 rounds, and Guillermo Rigondeaux landed that shot and broke his jaw, just like Donaires, just like the guy that from Japan that he went over there and fought. And every time it seemed like during this interview, every time the reporter mentioned Rigondeaux's name or asked him a question about Rigondeaux, he's acted like he went to sleep and started snoring, and he went to sleep. I guess he was implying that Rigondeaux was a boring boxer, but I mean, if you ask me, 2 rounds and he broke your jaw, that doesn't seem that boring to me. It seems like a quick fight, like some Mike Tyson type shit. But yeah, if he broke your jaw in 2 rounds, I mean, even if it wasn't entertaining, that punch was. You know, the fact that your jaw broke off a single shot, says a lot. You know, you gotta give credit when credit's due, especially when you don't got no damn power of your own, Dickens. But what he said is that he don't think Rigondeaux is all of that. Basically, is what he was saying, and that he would not hesitate to fight him again. So this is another guy that people say Rigondeaux will not get a fight. Like, they could predict the future, but okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'm entitled to mine. And this is the second video I'm making, the second person that came out and said they want to fight Rigondeaux. These are recent videos to 2 different people, and they're in 2 different weight classes, and both of them want to fight Rigondeaux. This, of course, James Dickens already fought and lost to Rigondeaux, but he wants a rematch. He said he seen the shot coming that broke his jaw, and, thought to himself, he called Rigondeaux a bastard for breaking it. Like, oh, this fucking bastard. Like, that's what he said during the interview. I understand you're mad, but, bro, you can't be mad and saying that he's a boring fighter and he broke your jaw in 2 rounds. Like, you gotta draw the line somewhere, buddy. Like, you're straddling the fence like a motherfucker with that one. And when he was asked about the Lomachenko Rigondeaux fight and his prediction on the fight and what he thinks is going to happen during the fight, he simply said that Rigondeaux would beat Lomo, hands down. Basically, he said he'll beat Lomo at his natural weight class. But then he said, but moving up makes the difference, is what he's saying. He thinks Rigondeaux is a sharp fighter. He's very sharp, but that's the only positive thing he said about Rigondeaux the whole interview. But he said he's sharp and he has a chance, but he sees Lomo beating Rigondeaux because of the weight difference at 130 pounds. But besides from that, how come there hasn't been no press conference whatsoever? I understand people was like, they're not advertising the fight. And, I mean, they're right. They wasn't advertising the fight at all. But not one press conference, yo? Not one press conference? What is this, yo? And Lomo and a lot of people think that this is going to be Rigondeaux's last fight. If everybody know that this is going to be Rigondeaux's last fight, why so much disrespect and hate? I mean, I know that he's not, he's not the same person as Miguel Cotto or all the other fighters that said that they were going to retire before their last fight took place. And they laying out the whole carpet for Cotto's ass. Like, ain't nobody fighting this weekend but his ass and whoever's on his undercard. everybody that's somebody is fighting next weekend. It's like they didn't want nobody to steal his thunder, but yet y'all didn't give this man Guillermo Rigondeaux, a technician, a 2-time Olympic winner. The man is super skillful. He's a GOAT when it comes to the hit and miss game. I don't think nobody does it better in the boxing business today than Guillermo Rigondeaux. But yet there has been no respect or fucks given when it comes to his career or this fight. I see it as blatant disrespect. And just like I said on one channel, I don't know if it's because he's Cuban or I don't know if it's because he's a great fighter and he's taking out people that they deem is great and he just beat them like it's easy, breaks jaws, or is it because he's black? Is it all three? Who knows? Like, bruh, the hatred that they're showing towards Guillermo Rigondeaux is uncanny and it's for no fucking reason, yo. It's disgusting, for truly, and the fact that they're gonna strip him of a title that's not even in the weight class that he's fighting at. If he loses to Lomo, it's straight up nonsense. Straight up ridiculous. And Guillermo Rigondeaux expressed that through social media on Twitter that they wouldn't do that to nobody else. They wouldn't have did it to Floyd. They don't do it. They wouldn't do it to Canelo or any other of the big names, Triple G and none of that. Why are you doing it to him? He's an undefeated fighter that breaks jaws. Y'all might think he's boring, but he's a technician. If you cannot see, if any fighters think he's boring, they haters or they not true fighters theyself. As James Dickens. The man's a boring fighter. He put y'all right to sleep though. He be putting fighters to sleep. Is that what it is? He's boring in the ring. You lose concentration and get caught. Is that what the fuck happens? Man, stop crying, yo. Step your game up. Stop hating on this man. Because Guillermo Rigondeaux does what 80% of these fighters wish they could do with ease. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.